Hello, guys, and if you guys have probably wondered, yes, by the time I get to Phoenix, still album of the year for me. And I'm gonna post a video, my top 10 albums of 2021, and by the time I get to Phoenix, is gonna be my number one, just so you guys know. I mean, I don't know, it's probably not very surprising, but yep. Hello, Rudy, how are you doing? What's gonna be your album of the year? I'm gonna put my earbuds. Oh, there they are. Okay, hold on. Oh, there's 3 people watching. Hello, that's good. I also got new earbuds. So. Oh, and also there's going to be another unboxing video tomorrow. Possibly 2 at the most, but there could be 3 videos I'll upload tomorrow. It's either by the time I get to Phoenix or Kid Amnesia. That's cool. Yeah, Kid Amnesia is really good, but I guess I personally wouldn't put it in there. But I guess maybe you could count all the unreleased stuff. But I don't know. I think if it's stuff that's we've heard from the 2000s. But I see what you mean. If you want to include it in that, that's perfectly fine. But I guess I'm assuming, I don't know. You know what I mean. Danilo Escobar. Hi. I listened to Kid Amnesia and Silk Sonic album. Cool vinyl. Thank you. That's Deft's Dynamic Shroud. It's a live album they did in Japan. It's really cool. I'm going to unbox that tomorrow. Silk Sonic album, that's really good. It's a really good album. Yeah, Bruno Mars did really good on that. Hey, What by Low for Me. Oh, okay, I got you. Hey, What by Low for Me. Yeah, that's pretty good. I think I like their first album the most. I do like that album, but I think it's in my opinion, I feel like it's one of the more overrated albums of this year. But I thought it was decent, but I think their first album, I don't think they'll ever make an album better than their first one. But I think it's a good album, though. I think it's a lot better than the other one they did, which I thought the other one was decent, too. But it's an interesting direction they're taking, though. Like, doing something pretty different. It's kind of like a glitch pop thing. But yeah, I could live in hope. I just think that's the best thing they did. But Double Negative, it's pretty good as well. What about living in days like these? I Could Live in Hope is a really good album. I used to hate Bruno Mars, but now Silk Sonic is fantastic. I never really, Bruno Mars was always a bit of a guilty pleasure for me. I mean, there's some songs I didn't like by him, but I always thought he was a pretty good artist. I thought he had a good voice, and he wasn't someone I listened to a lot, but I think Silk Sonic, I think he did really good on that. Hello! Okay, I don't know. Yeah, but I like some of his stuff. I think he's progressively gotten better after each release. Like that 24 Karat Magic, I actually thought was a pretty good album, I think that Silk Sonic should sound like his song Treasure. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, that's a good song too. Actually, Treasure. It's a pretty good song. There's some good bass on it. Like Bruno Mars is kind of like one of the pop artists I probably listen to the most frequently. Like out of the ones that are really popular, him and I guess like Taylor Swift. I listen to a lot of Taylor Swift as well. It's another one. She was actually one of my most listened to artists of 2021. I gave the album 8 out of 10. I'd probably give an Evening with Silk Sonic. I'd probably give it a 9. If I were to say. These earbuds are fantastic, by the way. Galaxy Buds Pro. They're incredible. So you guys, yeah, they're amazing. Really good. I did a Christmas stream though. Nobody really watched it though. Maybe it's because you guys couldn't hear me well, but it was I guess it was like a few days before Christmas, I think. I consider Childish Gambino a pop artist most of the times. He's incredible. Yeah, Childish Gambino's pretty good. Yeah, the Awaken My Love, that's a really great album. I like Redbone quite a lot. He's pretty good. I think he's better as a soul artist than he is a rapper, though. I think he's a better singer than he is a rapper. But he's pretty talented, though. He's definitely pretty talented. Anyways, I listened to Queen is Dead by the Smiths, and it's good, but I still don't like Morrissey. Queen is Dead is a great album. I know a lot of people don't like Morrissey, and there's probably a good reason for it, but I guess I haven't really looked insanely far into it. Like, what is the reason? Like, I think it's something to do with him being racist, which if that's the case, yeah, it's probably not a good thing to put on for. But I guess just, I mean, I don't know. I mean, obviously people in the LGBT community can be racist too, but I think he's bisexual, right? Which I guess doesn't really mean anything though, but I know he's like a conservative, but I mean, obviously there's nothing wrong with being a conservative, I'm saying, but I don't know. I'm sure he's probably made some racist statements, and if he did, yeah, he's definitely not a good person. But I guess maybe you can try to tell me like a bit. Maybe I can just look it up. I guess. Let's see here. Morrissey, musician. Controversies. Where's some controversies? Publications. No, that's not it. Section. No. Race and support. Morrissey had faced ongoing accusations of racism since the early 1990s from media commentators around the globe. Prompted by his comments, actions, and recorded material, however, he had constantly rejected accusations of racism and won a libel action, forcing an apology from NME, a British magazine, saying, "We do not believe Morrissey is a racist." Various sources accused Morrissey of racism, making reference to the National Front. Whoa. Yeah, it's not a good look, is it? National Front, far-right fascist political party in the UK. Are they? Oh God, they're a neo-Nazi group. That's bad. Yeah, fuck Nazism. If you're a Nazi, don't watch my stream. Go fuck yourself if you're a Nazi. Far-right political party in his 1992 song, "The National Front Disco." It's been argued that the criticism ignored the ironic context of the song, which pitied rather than glorified the party's supporters. According to Brett, these and other allegations of racism typically entailed decontextualizing lyrics from Morrissey, such as Bengalian platforms and Asian Rud. Enemy also accused Morrissey of racism on the basis of the imagery employed during his 1992 performance at the Madstock Festival at Finsbury Park in North London. Morrissey included images of skinhead girls as a backdrop and wrapped himself in a Union flag. Conversely, these actions resulted in Morrissey being booed off stage by a group of neo-Nazi skinheads in the audience. Oh, if you're being booed off by neo-Nazi skinheads in the audience, I think you're an epic person because that means you made those people mad. So I do not fuck with neo-Nazi skinheads. I do not like those people who believed he was appropriating skinhead culture. That's not good. Never mind. I take it back. Yeah, even his merch was racist at some point. Oh, that's not good. Hey, Darian. Love you. Morrissey sued NME for libel over a 2007 article which criticized Morrissey after he allegedly told a reporter that British identity had disappeared because of immigration. You know, one thing that's weird? There's a group called, what are they called? Deaf in June. And they have had some comparisons with being a Nazi group or something like that. And I don't think I've really listened to them all the way through. If they are, that's awful. Yeah, I do not want to have anything to do with you if you're like that. But the vocalist of the group is gay, and I guess it's possible. But I don't know. I just don't know how you can be a gay person and be a Nazi. That just doesn't really, because that doesn't really mean. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being gay. I'm just saying like those were one of the people they targeted. You know, I mean, don't be one in general. They'll be one in general because they're just a bad thing. So you make me so happy. Oh, thanks, same to you. But I could separate the Smiths from all this. Yeah. Yeah, I always like to separate the art from the artist. So like, I like Burzum's music a lot, but he's obviously an awful, awful person. He is a very awful person. I wouldn't want to buy anything he's made or anything like that. But I enjoy his music. But I would definitely want to be friends with him. I definitely wouldn't want to ever talk to him. Yeah. Morrissey's case against enemy editor and publisher, obviously. Already said. In October 2017, he expressed the view that the 2017 UK IP leadership election had been rigged against anti-Islam activist Anne Mary Waters. In April 2018, he endorsed Waters' new far-right party for Britain. For Britain. What? For Britain movement. A far-right political party in the UK founded by anti-Islam activist Anne Mary Waters. After she was... All right. Yeah, that's bad. Subsequently wearing a party badge during several performances in New York City in 2019, Morrissey's apparent support for the Britain Party saw adverse for the album California Sun withdrawn from Mercy Trail stations, and several record stores refusing to stock the album. In June 2018, Morrissey reaffirmed his support for Waters and for Britain, stating she believes in British heritage, freedom of speech, and she wants everyone in the UK to live under the same law. I find this compelling. At the same time, Morrissey also expressed comments criticizing the treatment of anti-Islam activist Tommy Robinson. It said it's very obvious that Labour or the Tories do not believe in the free speech. I mean, look at the shocking treatment of Tommy Robinson. Morrissey rejected further accusations of racism against him, saying the word is meaningless now. Everyone ultimately prefers their own race. Does this make everyone racist? Do you even think about what you're saying, dude? Oh my god. He's weird. Smith's Morrissey solo albums. I'm so lucky to be going in 2022 with the same person I've loved since 2029. Oh, thank you. Johnny was so much as important as him to the Smiths, so it can be a matter of choosing the best side if you know what I mean. Yeah. I'm sure the other members are pretty cool. Yeah, that's bad, man. Morrissey, what's wrong with you? In response to his recent political comments, fellow singer-songwriter Billy Bragg accused... That's such a weird thing. Everyone prefers their own race. It's a very, very weird thing to say. Fellow singer-songwriter Billy Bragg accused Morrissey of dragging the legacy of Johnny Marr, the Smiths, through the dirt. However, Nick Cave wrote in an open letter defending Morrissey's right to freedom of speech to voice his beliefs, as well as arguing that his musical legacy should be kept separate from his political opinions. At a Dublin concert in June 2004, Morrissey commented on the death of Ronald Reagan, saying that he would have preferred if George W. Bush had died instead. I don't know. I don't think it's good necessarily to wish death upon someone. I'd say this person should, I don't know. Even if it's someone you don't like. During a January 2008 concert, Morrissey remarked, "God bless Barack Obama," and criticized Hillary Clinton, naming her Billary Clinton. Okay. Interesting. However, in 2015, he accused Obama of doing enough to tackle police brutality, not doing enough to tackle police brutality, stating he could not see him doing anything at all for the black community except warning them that they must respect the security forces. He endorsed Clinton in the 2016 presidential election, although later criticized her as the face and voice of poolie money, and praised Bernie Sanders as sane and intelligent. So he seems like he's more left when it comes to American politics, but I guess really far right when it comes to British politics or something. I don't know. Accusing the U.S. media of paying insufficient attention to his campaign. Morrissey called Donald Trump Donald Thump. Okay. And accused him of not having any sympathy for the victims of the Orlando nightclub shooting. And asked in a 2017 interview if he would push a button that would kill Trump if given the opportunity, he responded that he would for the safety of the human race. I don't know. I mean, I don't like Trump at all. I think he's one of the worst presidents, if not the worst president we've ever had in our life. If you like him, that's fine, but I wouldn't want him to die. I mean, I wouldn't wish death upon him, even though I don't have any respect for him at all. I think he's an awful person. But he later said the United States Secret Service questioned him over his comments on Trump. Yeah, but I don't think it's good to wish death upon anyone, unless I don't think it's ever been really a good thing. Let's see. Ever listen to Talking Heads? Yeah, I love Talking Heads. Talking Heads are great. I'm so happy to be your girlfriend. Oh, nice. Hey, Darren. Hey, Rudy. Hope you have a good New Year. Everyone have a good New Year. Yeah, I love Talking Heads. Remain in Light. That's probably my favorite album they did. I actually own it on vinyl. And my favorite song by them, though, is probably, let's see. What's that song called? It's off their album. Let's see. Talking Heads. This Must Be the Place. Same. Yeah. That's my favorite song by them. This Must Be the Place. Also, the vocalist of the group has Asperger's. Which I have Asperger's as well. Just Speaking in Tongues, it's a pretty underrated album, actually. Thanks, Ed Rudy. Same to you, too. Asperger's. Why do you have to censor that? It's cool. You can say Asperger's if you want to. Which is the album your... Wait, what's going on? What's the album your... Why is it being so weird? Let me scroll down. Which is the album you're most anticipated for in 2022? Easily, Ants from Up There, Black Country New Road. I'm so excited for it. I'm so excited for it. I can't wait for Ants from Up There. It's going to be so good. I just know it. It's going to have basketball shoes on it. And I've loved every song off of it. It's going to be so good. I've listened to they've played all the songs live except the intro. But I've listened to the live versions of it in line with the track list, and it's really good. It's really good. Yeah, I'm so excited for Ants from Up There. I pre-ordered the box set thing for it next year, and I've listened to the live version of Basketball Shoes so many times. It's never gone. I've listened to it probably over 100 times, and it's still just as good as I first heard it. It's so good. Next year, I get to still get to love the same person. Same. That's a good thing. Hell yeah. I'm happy to hear that. But yeah, Ants from Up There. Without a doubt, that one. I'm excited for the new Animal Collective album. It's coming out the same day as well. Ants from Up There is going to be so good. Black Country New Road is going to be huge. I can see it. Yeah. Definitely are. And also, if I were to say some songs that I like as far as, well, the singles, Bread Song, Concord, amazing. Chaos Space Marine, that one's good. It's amazing, but I think it's one of the weaker songs off the album. From the perspective I see from the live tracks. Good Will Hunting is really good. Snow Globes is amazing. Let's see what else. What other song is good? Place Where She Inserted the Blade. That's a good one as well. I think if I were to say the weaker songs, let me go over here. And I think I like every song off of it from what I heard from the live versions. And I heard somewhere they're going to keep the choir on Basketball Shoes, and I'm so freaking happy to hear that. The choir on Basketball Shoes, that added so much to it. It's just so freaking pretty. I love that the choir thing they did. It just sounds so good. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, Concord is amazing. Bread Song's amazing. Good Will Hunting's amazing. Place Where He Inserted the Blade, amazing. My favorite songs, I already say right now. Snow Globe. Well, Basketball Shoes is my favorite, and then probably Snow Globes, then probably Concord, and then probably Good Will Hunting, Place Where He Inserted the Blade, Bread Song. And I say the two weakest songs off of it, which I think are still good. If you don't count Mark's Fame, then probably Haldern and Chaos Space Marine, but they're both amazing songs too. Haldern has a lot of like minimalism and improvisation in it. Good Will Hunting has a bit of a Midwest emo kind of sound where the or whatever in it. And Haldern just has kind of a lot of improvisation, but it's still pretty. It's still pretty. Place where he inserted the blade is kind of a bit of a post rock and a folk kind of song. It's really pretty as well. Snow Globes. It kind of has some builds. It's not quite as progressive. I mean, it is progressive, but it also is a bit repetitive, but it's still really pretty and pretty emotional as well. It's a pretty good release. Pretty Snow Globes. It's one of the fans' favorite as well. I'm thinking there's probably going to be one more single, and some people are thinking it might be Snow Globes, which I think is pretty plausible. I'm thinking it's either going to be Good Will Hunting or Snow Globes. I'm thinking would probably be the last single, and I would hope it would be Basketball Shoes, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to be Basketball Shoes. I just want to hear the live. I just want to hear the studio version of Basketball Shoes so bad. I'm so freaking excited to hear studio version of Basketball Shoes. I can't contain myself. I want to hear it so bad. Honestly, always like to wait until the songs come in full album. I can't quit it. Yeah, I see that. I think I used to be that way, but not anymore. But he's fine. He's fine. All right, hold on. Hold on, give me. Okay. I think I heard somewhere that they said that Chaos Space Marine was their favorite song that they did. And that really surprised me. I think it's a great song, but I don't know. I think it was, from what I've heard, the live recordings with the studio versions, I don't know, the stuff that's out, I'd say it's one of the weaker songs off the album. It's still an amazing song though, but how was for the first time? How was the first time you listened to them? Oh, you mean how was the first time you listened to them? The first time I listened to them is I listened to it was the single version of Sunglasses, and I really liked that song when I listened to it. I remember being really excited for the first time, and obviously I think when it kind of came out, I listened to it a bunch of times. It's still one of my favorites of the year though. It's definitely in my top 10. You're going to see it in my top 10. But I think Black Midi did a better album than Black Country New Road did. But I do think Black Country New Road. I thought Bright Green Field was going to be like the one in the windmill scene that was going to make the album of the year. But Bright Green Field, as of now, I really liked it when it came out, but it's grown off of me a bit. And I think the singles that's what made me really anticipated, because the singles were amazing. But they were the highlight tracks, and there's still other good songs off of it. But I think for Black Country New Road definitely had a better debut than Squid, in my opinion. But I think Cavalcade was a lot better than For the First Time. But I definitely see a lot of potential. Like, I think I'd probably prefer For the First Time over Schlagenheim. But yeah, I'll talk to you later. I'll let you enjoy these last minutes to yourself. Thank you. But I kind of had a feeling that For the First Time, I thought it was amazing. I'd probably give it a 9 if I were to give it a score. But I definitely think they have better stuff coming up. And I'm like 99% sure I'm going to like Anthem Up There over For the First Time. They're so young too. I'm older than the members of the group. It's crazy. I do think they're going to be something really great. And, a lot of people compare them on their debut to Slint. And some people have borderline said they're ripping it off. I don't think they're ripping them off. Definitely not. I kind of get, like, they have the storytelling kind of thing, because Slint kind of has this like trippy kind of storytelling type thing, some post rock builds. But I feel like Black Country New Road's doing it. They're probably inspired by Slint, but I think the stuff they're doing is a lot more different. Like, I think they're kind of still getting into their own sound while also taking inspiration off of stuff like Spiderland, in my opinion. They definitely still have the storytelling type thing, but I feel if they're doing it into a sound of their own. And also, I've heard now they're comparing them to Arcade Fire, and I know that they said something like they want to be seen as the new Arcade Fire, but I don't really see an Arcade Fire comparison with the stuff that's been from Anthem up there. I really don't. I really think the stuff they've done, I honestly feel like it's borderline a sound of its own to me. My first time was listening to a Sunglasses single as well, and I thought it was a parallel project of Viagra Boys because of Isaac's voice. I gotcha. Any music you've been listening to recently? Let's see. I've been listening to a lot of JPEG Mafia. And also, let me look at my list thing here. Go my listening log. Over here, I'm trying to think of some other stuff I've been listening to lately. I've been listening to Jen Jelinek. That's one I've been listening to a lot lately. I'm listening to a lot of Frontierer. Let's see. Arca. I've been listening to a lot of Arca as well. A bit of Kira Benito. I don't know. I've been kind of listening to all those sorts of things recently, though. Honestly, I've been listening to mostly Kira Benito, JPEG Mafia, Frontier. Some Poppy as well, like her EP that she made, the Arca. That's kind of mostly it. But I haven't really been binge listening to one person though. But then other than that, I've kind of also been listening to my records that came. Then I've also been listening to a lot of Black Country New Road. That's one I've been listening. That's the only thing I really say I haven't been listening to is Black Country New Road. I've been just listening to Basketball Shoes so many times. I'm listening to it a lot more recently. Because the end of the year is coming. I'm excited for Anthem up there. So Basketball Shoes. It's an amazing song. I see a lot of ABBA on the new singles. Oh, you mean wait. So you mean ABBA? Oh wait, yeah, I know that they covered Mamma Mia, right? Mamma Mia, here I go again. Or whatever. I don't know. How they covered that song. I haven't really listened to an ABBA album all the way through though. I'd probably like them though. I've heard that they're a pretty good group, but I haven't listened to them all the way through though. But I probably should do that at some point. Yeah. Concord, I die free this time. Na, 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 na. And one thing that's really cool is just they play. I mean, I've already mentioned this, but I just think it's so interesting that the group like plays like so many songs, even ones that aren't released live. So I don't know. I just think that's really interesting. I mean, I don't know. It's just something that kind of gets me more excited somehow. I mean, normally you would think because you know what the songs are going to sound like, but I don't know. It's really interesting. They do that. They actually seem more passionate about ABBA than Slint. Yeah, I think I heard they really like pop music. I've heard, but I think like one thing, I think you can prefer an artist over another, but your musical style can be more influenced by that artist. Because I mean, maybe somewhere they said that they're inspired more by pop, but I highly doubt that. But I would say I don't know what's one friend then like. Because I think I heard, I've heard they said they really like pop music, but I would say their sound though is probably more inspired by maybe groups like Slint, maybe Arcade Fire. I could probably say one thing. Maybe John Zorn. That's another one I kind of thought of maybe because there's a lot of klezmer or whatever in that album as well. Maybe some other ones might be inspired by. I don't know. And I think I can hear a bit of some minimalism, so maybe stuff like Steve Reich or something like that, or Philip Glass, something like that, maybe in some of the stuff on Anthem up there. Maybe see that. And Black Midi, they probably listen to a lot of pop music as well, too, I think. Someone Like You, is that a cover of Adele? Chiquita, I don't know what that is. Oh yeah, it is Adele. That's interesting. Huh. Concord, I die free this time. Ever listen to Elliott Smith? Yeah, I love Elliott Smith. I actually own Either Or. It's a good album. Either Or. It's quite a good album. What's your favorite? My favorite song by Elliott Smith, by the way, is probably "Say Yes." That's probably my favorite he did. It's a really good song. I'm in love with the world through the eyes of a girl. It's a really good song. Pictures of Me, that's a pretty underrated song off of Either Or. I don't know why that one doesn't get more attention. So I think that song's pretty interesting. What's your favorite song by Elliott Smith? XO, that's another good album too. XO. I only listened to it a few times though, but it's a good album though. I listened to that album and it's beautiful. Yeah, it is. It's a pretty album. It's really sad that he died though, and he's like, I don't know if you knew this, but like his death is still unsolved, but a lot of people believe his girlfriend at the time murdered him, and he was not a happy person. Unfortunately, he was I knew he was pretty unhappy. He had a really rough life. I remember he was born in Nebraska, but he grew up in Texas as a kid. And I don't think I heard he got a tattoo of Texas because he hated Texas so much. He alleged that I'm only saying alleged because he denied it. His stepfather probably did do this. I don't know, but he alleged his stepfather raped him as a child, which is awful. And he eventually ran home. He ran away from Texas to go live with his father in Oregon. That's kind of where he started his music career. A lot of his music is very depressing. He had a girlfriend. He moved with a girlfriend somewhere in California, and apparently this is where he was killed. And allegedly, he was killed. His girlfriend said it was a suicide, but it sounds more like he might have been murdered. And it was probably his girlfriend that did it, but allegedly. But they got into an argument, and his girlfriend said she went into the bathroom and she heard him scream, and she saw a knife in his chest, and she pulled the knife out and then called an ambulance. And when they arrived, he was dead, or that's as far as I know. Maybe I'm wrong. And a lot of people believe that his girlfriend made up the story because she said that she thought that he stabbed himself as a suicide. When they did an autopsy on his body, they found that the knife had been pulled out and stabbed, or he'd been stabbed multiple times in the chest. And it seemed almost more like it was, at points, it almost seemed like he was trying to resist, like someone was trying to stab him and he was trying to, I don't know. And then I heard somewhere his girlfriend was also making plans to flee the state or something like that. Maybe before or after he got killed or something like that. I'm not completely sure. It's been a while since I heard the story. But a lot of people believe his girlfriend at the time killed him out of anger or something like that. And if she did do that, that's awful. She got away with murder. And it's not a good thing. I think I even heard somewhere that she's a nurse. And you should know that if you're in a medical field, if someone has a knife in their chest, you don't want to pull it out. You don't want to do that. Yeah. Because then all this blood's going to flow out if you do that. I don't know. Yeah. It's too bad. It's too bad. Like, another thing, he wasn't that old either, I don't think. Another one, Jeff Buckley. It's interesting because his father, Tim Buckley, was highly acclaimed artist. He died pretty young, and then he had his son, Jeff Buckley. It's interesting. Tim Buckley was so critically acclaimed, and then Jeff Buckley ended up being even more critically acclaimed than his father, and by far more well known than his father. He died really young too. He died drowning, which is unfortunate and sad. And he only released one album. It was a great album though, but it's too bad. It's really sad when stuff like that happens. It's really upsetting. And look up the original story, because Elliott Smith. Yeah, his death still unsolved. So all right, let me read. This is the original thing. So Smith died on October 21st, 2003 at the age of 34 from 2 stab wounds to the chest. At the time of the stabbing, he was in Lemoyne Street home in Echo Park, California, where he lived with his girlfriend, Jennifer Chiba. According to Chiba, the two were arguing, and she locked herself in the bathroom to take a shower. Chiba heard him scream, and upon opening the door, saw him standing with a knife in his chest. He was standing with a knife in his chest. She pulled the knife out after which he collapsed. If he's standing with a knife in his chest, I mean, it's weird. It's weird in general to pull it out if he's on the floor, but if he's standing, that's really weird. After which he collapsed, and she called 911 at 12:18 p.m. Smith died in the hospital with the time of death listed as 1:36 p.m. A possible suicide note written on a sticky note read, "I'm so sorry, love. Elliott, God forgive me." And the coroners reported the note. The name Elliott is misspelled as Elliott with 1 T. While Smith's death was reported as a suicide, the official autopsy report, released in December 2003, left open the question of homicide. Smith's remains were cremated, and his ashes were divided between his mother, father, and half-sister Ashley. The small memorial service for family and friends was held at his father's home in Portland. Although Smith's ashes weren't on hand because the coroner wouldn't release them, the status or location of Smith's ashes have not been made public. According to Pitchfork, record producer Larry Crane reported on his tape OP message board that he had planned to help Smith mix his album in mid-November. Crane wrote, let's see. Crane wrote, "I hadn't talked to Elliott in over a year. His girlfriend Jennifer called me last week and asked if I'd like to come into LA and help mix and finish Smith's album. I said yes, of course, and chatted with Elliott for the first time in ages. It seemed surreal that he would call me to finish an album, and then a week later he'd kill himself. I talked to Jennifer this morning, who was obviously shattered in tears, and she said, I don't understand. He was so healthy. The coroner reported no traces of illegal substances or alcohol were found in Smith's system at the time of his death, but did not find prescribed levels of antidepressant, anxiolytic, and ADHD medications, including clonazepam, mirtazapine, atomexine, and amphetamine. There were no hesitation wounds, which are typically found on the victims of a suicide self-infliction due to the inclusive autopsy ruling. The Los Angeles Police Department investigation remains open." Is there anything else? Yeah. On July 30th, 2004, Chiba filed a lawsuit against the Smith family for 15% of his earnings. That's messed up. For $1 million, claiming that she and Smith lived as husband and wife. The Smiths had pledged to take care of her financially for the rest of her life, and that she worked as his manager and agent around 2000 until his death. A state labor commission ruled her claim as a manager to be invalid, as she worked as an unlicensed talent agent under California's Talent Agency Act. The case made it to the California Appellate Court in October 2007, but the decision was affirmed 2-1. In October 2013, Spin magazine article, a reflection at the 10-year anniversary of Smith's death, drummer McPherson stated that Smith was a sick man without his medicine. during the last 31 days of his life when he was not only sober, but had also given up red meat and sugar. In the same article, Cheever recalls thinking, okay, you're asking a lot of yourself. You're giving up a lot at once. Cheever further explained that anyone who understands drug abuse knows that you use drugs to hide from your past or to sedate yourself from strong, overwhelming feelings. So when you're nearly clean and coming off the medication that have been masking all those feelings, that's when you're the most vulnerable. Writing for Spin, Lamb Going also encountered a local musician who claims Smith had said to him, the people who try to intervene, they're good people who genuinely care about you, but they don't know what you're going through. Do what you needed to do, according to the musician. Smith had adamantly dissuaded him from suicide. It doesn't really mention but yeah, a lot of people do believe there. There are some artists that I think they deserve biopics. Yeah, my favorite song. Yeah, like message retracted though. My favorite song. Yeah, you know, one artist I think deserves a biopic is Fela Kuti. I don't know if you know who that is. He's from Nigeria. He was a Afrobeat artist, and Talking Heads, they're very inspired by his sound with Remain in Light. Afrobeat was like a form of like African kind of funk music, and obviously, yeah, like I mentioned, Remain in Light, but Talking Heads borrows a lot of that sound. He had an album which I actually own the vinyl of an album called Zombie, and it was like 2 songs, both for over 10 minutes. The songs were criticizing the Nigerian army. It was called Zombie because you'll do anything they tell you to do or whatever. And it was a popular song in Nigeria at the time. And a lot of his music, not only that, criticized the Nigerian government as corrupt and all this stuff. Well, they sent hundreds of Nigerian army soldiers to his place, his studio or whatever, and they vandalized property, and they attacked several people. There was women there that were raped. They threw his mother outside of a window and she died. It was really bad. Very disturbing. He just has, because of the stuff he said about the Nigerian government, he's just been almost like a little, I don't know, stuff they did to him is just really bad. I'm going to listen to Remain in Light soon. Yeah, I should. It's a good album. My favorite song is Between the Bars or Needle in the Hay. Between the Bars is a good song. Needle in the Hay. Let's see. Oh, it's from the self-titled one. Okay. I think I've listened to the self-titled one just once, though, but... The Fishman's biopic would be interesting, too. It's another one. Is there a group that's kind of developed quite a following recently? An interesting one to have a biopic on. Oh no, there's no one watching. I feel like so. I think I'm gonna go to sleep. Good night. All right, have a good night, man. Have a good night, Danilo Escobar. Have a good night. I'll see you on the next stream. Oh, hey, by the way, Rudy, what's your oh yeah, I already asked you, my bad. I already asked you. Yeah. My bad. Who else is in here? Is it just Rudy and yeah. That's okay. How about no, I'm gonna see the new Spider-Man movie tomorrow, by the way. The No Way Home. That was pretty good. I'm excited to see it. I'm excited for the Spider-Verse movies that are coming out, by the way, too. Oh, he's on Saturday Night Live one time? Huh. I mean, I don't like Saturday Night Live, but it's interesting, though. I think Captain Beefheart was on Saturday Night Live at one point, which is kind of surprising. Bachelor's degree in philosophy and legal theory. Huh. Interesting. Oh, did Danny Elfman, did he make the soundtrack to Good Will Hunting? Yeah, he did, huh? Yeah, that's cool. Vibestream. I've seen the movie already. It's epic, and I won't spoil. Yo, how you been? Good. How you doing, Myron? How you doing? I've been good. How you doing, Myron? What's been going on? Chilling. That's cool. What's your favorite album of the year? Listening to the new Death Grips song. What? Death Grips dropped a new song? No way. No way. Why didn't I hear about that? Why Death Grips dropped in? Let me see. Oh, they didn't. What do you mean? They didn't drop a new song. This is live at State. Oh wait, do you mean Gmail? I was just joking. I'm sorry. It's all right. I'm pretty good. You're pretty good. They did do a new post though on Instagram like a month or so ago. I'm not sure. It was a while ago, but it was like a picture of Zach and he's like holding a big golden brick through like a hole or something, offering you a golden brick. They posted on December 5th, I believe. I guess a Russian Oh yeah, this is one of the guys that. What's all right? Our move report. No, I don't know. But it's all right. Whatever. If more of you come in, I'm gonna get rid of you though. My favorite 2021 albums. If I Can Have Love. Okay, human. Subsonic. Senjutsu. Call Me If You Get Lost. LP Offline. Time to Get the Phoenix. Get Amnesia. Yeah. A Golden God from Minecraft. Oh yeah, I've seen it. I'm pretty kook. Mm-hmm. I agree, pretty kook. Cool. Mm. There's a really underrated album that came out this year called "Lonely Place of Dying" by Nouns. It's really good. Thank you, Ty Rizak. And it's orange. But you do type at Ty Rizak, does it turn orange? Let me see. Like, oh yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know it does that. Intriguing. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for showing me Rabbit Junk. Oh yeah. Did you like it? What about the other ones? Did you listen to the other ones I told you about? Reframe is so good. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's one of my favorite digital hardcore albums. Sweet Bunny one. Yeah. A Sweet Honey Bunny. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's like a gabber release and power noise. It's pretty good. It was all right. Oh yeah, it was all right. You said, yeah, I don't know. I could say it not being for everyone. I can appreciate it though. It's pretty cool. Yeah. I listened to Magical Mystery Tour. That's pretty cool. That's a pretty good album. That's probably, if I had to say, probably maybe my fifth favorite Beatles album. If I had to say. And Strawberry Fields Forever. That's a really good song. Have you heard any more Rabbit Junk albums? I think that's the only one I listen to, honestly. I know they have other stuff. I've only listened to that one though. They have another group I think called the Shit Zit, which I heard is pretty good too, but I haven't listened to them yet. I'll give them a shot. I'll listen to their other stuff too. Did you listen to their other albums? I've honestly only listened to Reframe, to be honest. No, the Shizit. Yeah, that's I haven't listened to the Shizit. I'll check them out though. I saw it. Oh, called Ghetto. I listened to one of their music videos called Ghetto Blasphemer. I thought it slapped, honestly. Oh, that's awesome. I'll take check that out. Ghetto Blasphemer. Well, they did an album last year. I didn't know that. Huh. Not even gonna lie, on the Converge album was a little disappointing. Yeah. I expected it to be a lot better than it was, but I thought it was still decent. I think it's I would say my favorite Chelsea Wolf album though is still Abyss. I thought it was good. I expected it to be a bit better though. I thought the singles were really good, but I still thought it was all right. I thought it was good. I think they definitely had better releases though. We'll see you later, Rezak, and have a good New Year. You too. I hate that album so much. Oh, the Converge album? Really? Oh. What was that? Yum, 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 yum. Thanks to the album, we won't have a legit Converge album for the next 4 years. Oh, wait, because there's going to be Blood Moon 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. I'm assuming that's it. They're going to release another Blood Moon. There's going to be 4 of them? Let me see. It's going to be, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it's called Blood Moon 1, so I assume there'd be other Blood Moons. Yeah. They should redo the album with only Jacob on vocals. Yeah. Well, I think Chelsea Wolf's a good vocalist, though. I think she's a really good vocalist. But maybe I don't know. Maybe I can see what you mean if you say that her vocals maybe don't fit with Converge's sound. But she's done a few metal albums too, but mostly sludge. But I think she's a good vocalist personally. I guess everyone has their own thing. No, I personally think she's a good vocalist. No, I'm just saying since they released an album, they were going to take forever to release a brand new Converge solo album. Oh yeah, I got you. Like one batter. The new Nirvana album slaps. There's no Nirvana's broken up. What you mean? Nirvana not yet. Oh, I ain't falling for that, but I'm gonna look it up anyway. Unless it's a live album, I suppose. No. Yeah. Nirvana. Oh wait, they're reissuing Nevermind. Oh, I didn't know that. Huh. Did not know that. I won't get it though. I will not get it. But they released Bleach 2. What? No, they didn't. What do you mean? They didn't release Bleach 2. Bleach, Moongray, blah, blah, blah. Bleach. The new album with the vocalist from Nickelback on vocals to replace Kurt. Oh! All right. Well, anyways, gonna head off to bed, guys. Hope you had a good time watching the stream. Have a good night. See you next time.